6:48, time for the morning rush. We are getting a look at newly released video of the moments that Rio Rancho police pull over a BCSO deputy. Rio Rancho police officers pull over a driver who they later discovered was Deputy Daniel Vasquez Moreno with the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. According to court documents, Vasquez Moreno blew at least twice the legal limit on a breath test. He is facing charges for DWI as well as domestic violence. A man is waking up behind bars after being arrested for the murder of another man 4 years ago. In a news release yesterday, APD says that they arrested 48-year-old Carlos Morris for the 2020 murder of Taryn Kurtz. That was at an apartment in southeast Albuquerque. Morris is charged with an open counter murder and tampering with evidence. The city of Las Cruces is going to be holding a candlelight vigil for fallen police officer Jonah Hernandez. The vigil is going to be held at Albert Johnson Park this evening at 6. Funeral services for Officer Hernandez are going to be held next Wednesday at 10 at a church in El Paso. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It is a chilly morning out there, so bundle up, but it's going to be a nice mild afternoon with sunshine.
State leaders on both sides of the aisle are sharing their triumphs and frustrations as the 30-day legislative session wrapped up in Santa Fe. Around 660 bills were filed and only 72 on the way now to the governor's desk. Democratic leaders and the governor touted the historic $10 billion budget. Meanwhile, Republicans expressed frustration that none of the bills to reform CYFD made it through. The governor says a special session on public safety is a possibility. A report is showing Los Alamos National Lab had a major impact on New Mexico's economy in 2023. LANL released its report, which shows the laboratory spent $930 million on goods and services from New Mexico businesses, with $615 million of that spent with small businesses. LANL employs close to 16,000 people. City leaders are making a push to turn the crossing at Central Avenue Bridge into a historic landmark. The plan is to put a plaque to explain the importance of the crossing, especially as the 100th anniversary of Route 66 is coming up in 2026. The bill is supposed to be introduced to the City Council next week. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is low. We'll be dealing with that chilly weather this morning and no other issues for our Friday.
Bicyclists are requesting the changes made at an Albuquerque intersection be reversed for safety reasons. Officials say that the lane at the intersection near Tramway Boulevard and Tramway Road follows a configuration used in other states and is considered dangerous by bicyclists. Bike ABQ wants to see the previous configuration put back in place, giving the bicyclists a longer stretch of where they can merge. The EPA is highlighting a City of Albuquerque project now that provides homeowners with free energy efficiency modifications to their home. Now, if additional funding can be secured for the program, the project officials would like to expand it statewide. We are learning new details this morning about what led to that shooting that turned the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade from celebration to carnage. Police are tight-lipped about the two suspects still in custody. Now, video shows one person with what appears to be a semi-automatic rifle being tackled by a group of people. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are still looking clear. No accidents or slowdowns. And here's a look at the Big I. We're starting to see those cars piling up on I-40 eastbound going toward the Big I.
Yoga enthusiasts in India's capital of New Delhi, they got an extra dose of puppy love during their yoga class. Paws and Poses, which specializes in yoga sessions, paired with dogs across India, and they held a Valentine's Day themed course featuring rescue puppies, including golden retrievers and a Shih Tzu, which were all up for adoption. The session lasted for about an hour and was open to couples and singles alike. All right, well, stay with us. The 5 Facts are in 90 seconds.
Time now for the 5 Facts. At number 5, city leaders are making a push to make a crossing at the Central Avenue Bridge a historic landmark. Leslie Nagy, a historic preservation planner for the city, says her department brought the idea to the Landmark Commission last year. According to the proposed council bill, the 1930s-era bridge motivated federal officials to reroute Route 66 directly through Albuquerque and save more than 100 miles, creating the Santa Rosa Laguna shortcut. The plan is to put a plaque to explain the importance of the crossing.
At number 4, bicyclists are requesting the changes made at an Albuquerque intersection be reversed for safety reasons. The lane at the intersection near Tramway Boulevard and Tramway Road, which goes up to the Sandia Peak Tram, has forced riders to merge faster. NMDOT says the adjustment is part of a repaving project that made changes to 23 intersections. Bike ABQ wants to see the previous configuration put back in place, giving bicyclists a longer stretch to merge.
And number 3, it is going to be a cooler day across the east, but temperatures in the metro will only drop about 2 degrees. We'll see those highs back in the upper 50s.
And number 2, we are getting a look at the newly released video of the moments that Rio Rancho police pull over a suspected drunk driver who also turns out to be a BCSO deputy. Just after 6 on Monday morning, Rio Rancho police officers catch up with a truck that's been weaving along West Side Boulevard. They later discover that the driver is Deputy Daniel Vasquez Moreno with the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. The Rio Rancho officer questions Vasquez Moreno about why the officers were called to his girlfriend's home and why he took off in his pickup when they arrived. Now, according to court documents, Vasquez Moreno blew at least twice the legal limit on a breath test. He's facing charges for DWI as well as domestic violence. And at number 1, state leaders on both sides of the aisle are sharing their triumphs and frustrations as the 30-day legislative session wrapped up. That came to an end yesterday at noon. Now, around 660 bills were filed, only 72 on the way now to the governor's desk. That's only about 10%. Now, Democratic leaders and the governor touted the historic $10 billion budget. Meanwhile, Republicans expressed frustration that none of the bills to reform CYFD made it through.